It's not a world of men.
I want you to be a man.
You could just be a man in this one moment.
I gotta be a man.
Be a man.
It's be a man time.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Be a man. Am I supposed to be a man?
Be a man.
Be a man. Be a man.
Be a man.
You can act like a man.
Be a man.
I think about Rome all the time.
Oh, all I know is render to be a manimus. What is be a manimus is?
I love Roman numerals.
Roman numerals, they've kind of fallen out of favor. When we were kids, they taught you the fucking Roman numerals like you really had to know them.
Especially if you went to sister school.
Yeah.
Right?
Now when I look at a Roman numeral, past the first two or three, I get a little fucking confused.
Yeah, I know. I messed up the other day. It was one V, and I was like, yeah, 6, but that's 4.
Right.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Yeah, they've fallen out of vogue. But maybe now with this resurgence and obsession about Rome, maybe they'll come back.
Remember the big thing about the Roman numerals was all these MC. You see, a building was built MCM.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Now 2000 like MN,
Right. But speaking of thinking about Rome, not only do I think about Rome all fucking day, like everybody else, I had a dream the other night. It was a fever dream.
You did.
Tonzo and me were fucking like galley slaves. We were in a desert. He was fucking rimulus and I was nobulous. And we were carrying, get this, your appendage.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah.
Your fucking massive
My
ham
fucking,
bone.
my trunk.
And in the dream, you were known as Maximus Coximus. It was unfucking believable. I woke up on a fucking cold sweat.
Guys, I got news for you. It wasn't a dream.
Yeah, we were trudging to a fucking desert. Your python had to be fucking 12 feet long. It was unbelievable.
Actually, I believe it was 18 feet.
Was it really?
18 feet was the total overall length.
We needed 2 more fucking
I know. I
galley
was going to say,
slaves.
you guys have heroes that just do
Oh
it too,
my
guys. Jesus.
But all these people, right? You see them on the fucking internet, and they're asking young people, like, "Oh yeah, no, I think I roam 2-3 times a day." Do you believe them?
Yeah, all the guys think of it. Girls don't think of it. They're thinking about Barbie movie and shit.
They're thinking about Bobby movie.
No, Tonzo, prior to this fucking movement,
Yeah.
honestly, did you think of Rome a couple of times a day?
No.
I think of it all the time. I think about the curly hair and the reef around the head and fucking wearing togas.
Fucking toga.
Yeah.
Your fucking baloney skin would be hanging beneath the fucking toga.
But I mean, toga life must have been pretty fucking comfortable.
Yeah, you ever go to a toga party?
No, I have not.
That was, when I was in college, that was the rave. So I went to several toga parties.
Really?
Doing the worm and shit.
The
Oh, yeah.
worm.
Just
like
like
fucking John Belushi and all
Yeah.
that. Nice.
Would you wear underwear under the toga,
Yeah.
or would you let it flap?
either that or a G-string.
How many times in your life, Be A Man, have you wore a G-string?
Well, half a dozen. I mean, I danced a few times.
Did you dance a few times?
Yeah. Like for my cousin.
No shit.
Yeah, just some private parties. I should be in shape back then.
Did you show you like a marble bag to hold
Yeah,
your
I never. Yeah, it was definitely a banana hammock.
That fucking meat swing can't be contained
There
with
was
a
a thing
fucking
on.
simple marble.
Speaking of that, there was a thing on HBO like years ago about male strippers.
Yeah.
There was a Spanish guy who had a fucking like 11-inch dick. It was fucking unbelievable.
Flaccid?
He had a fucking sock. I mean, it was fucking.
You know something? Sometime the broads, you tell them, you do a little fucking interview, they don't want that. They want a nice, thick 8.5-er.
They don't want to get hurt. You
don't
don't want
wanna
to make
get
them bleed. It's no fun for them.
You need the fucking
know?
girth.
You have to make it enjoyable for both.
But them Romans, man, they were fucking banging each other.
That show Rome. I mean,
it was a great show.
Yeah, the kid was banging a broad, and the mother was watching. Like,
Yeah, they were
pushing.
sitting over,
Remember?
Yeah, banging the broad, fucking having a conversation with the kid on the bedside.
The guy died there. What's his
Ray
name?
Stevens.
Did you know him?
No.
From England? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a good actor. He was like a gruff bastard.
Yeah, I like the guy that played fucking Julius Caesar and Kieran Hines. He's in a lot of shit. He had a good mug for fucking Julius Caesar.
They say that I look like someone.
He looked like fucking Octavius Caesar.
Octavius that was in the. They say I look like the guy in the show.
Oh,
in the HBO
yeah,
show.
I know what you mean. Although the Roman statues, they look really good, but they get no eyeballs.
Yeah.
They couldn't perfect the fucking eyeball, huh?
Now,
Well, all the shit they did, they couldn't put an eyeball in.
But they could always perfect the genitalia.
Yeah, little fucking uncircumcised dick.
Right. Why couldn't a guy go in and color the fucking eyeballs in?
Right?
Even later, even 100,000 years later, who gives a fuck? It'll make it more interesting.
But who's the guy, the main character? I guess they say he looked like Caesar. A couple people told me that.
Yeah, but what does he really
the
look
movie.
like? They don't know.
In the show. On HBO,
Kieran Hines was Caesar.
Is that him?
He's fucking awesome. He rode it in the fucking chariot. You ever ride a chariot?
Oh, that's fucking. I loved it growing up. Fucking watching that. The one with Kirk. What's the one with Kirk Douglas?
Oh, Spartacus.
Spartacus.
I am Spartacus.
On the chariots.
Oh,
fucking,
I can see you in the fucking arena.
Fucking, what a way to go. What a way to fucking do
Did
it.
you have the metal sleeve with the pitchfork and the shield?
Oh, barbaric.
Right?
Fucking barbaric, right? Then they fucking knock each other off the chariot.
Oh.
And they get the swords out.
Vicious.
Fucking mano a mano.
Didn't the fucking chariot wheels have fucking knives sticking out?
Yeah. But they, someone would be smart enough to throw like a spear between the fucking spokes and you could break it. And then
Right. Yeah, but them fucking Romans. The other thing too interesting about Romans, if you look up at the Italians, it's not 100%. Yes, but not conclusively.
I mean, it's kind of like
totally.
Greek too, a little bit. I think.
Bit of a fucking mix.
It's a mix. You get mix from Africa, Northern Africa.
It's a mixed bag.
I'm getting a little African in me.
I've seen the Colosseum. Have you been there?
I haven't been there yet.
Pretty
That's
amazing.
on my bucket list.
In the middle of a fucking famous city, this fucking thing just sitting there. It's unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Isn't it nuts?
Is it comparable to the Harvard Coliseum? Have you seen that?
Yeah,
You've seen that, right?
It's kind of modeled.
Kind of like that.
Harvard
right?
kind of
Is it
modeled
same
after
size?
that. Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as big as you think, man.
Is it kind of in ruins a little bit?
Oh, yeah. It's in ruins.
But you can go inside.
You can go inside. Every now and then they'll close it down for a little fucking restoration work.
Did you get all charged up, like knowing that like fucking people, like thousands of people died in there, fucking like gladiator fighting and shit?
I love the shit. Like underneath, they had like the fucking
pits.
It's fucking crazy.
I couldn't really. I was trying to put myself. Oh my god, all that stuff took place here. It's like when you go into a hotel room. I don't think of the people that stayed there before me. I don't even think about them. So I went to the Coliseum. I went, oh, okay, people fought here. All right, big deal, right? Fuck them.
The room I stayed at last weekend, I was there like before, the same room with a broad. And I was like, how many fucking guys are getting banged in here since me? And those broads, it's
It's
kind
true.
of fucking skis you out a little
That will cross the mind, but not like 3-4 times a day like Rome.
Yeah,
I'm fucking Rome fucking 7-12 hours a day. Thinking about fucking Rome.
even before the craze, John,
Before,
right?
yeah.
I always think of Rome and the Romans and chariots and fucking
I mean,
togas, fucking swords,
Fucking Maximus
the
Decimus
Colosseum.
Aurelius.
I think of it probably every day. I think of fucking the irrigation systems. I
The
think of all
government.
that shit. Yeah.
Our government's modeled on Rome. Everything's modeled.
Yeah.
Rome's the greatest fucking empire in history.
it's the manliest shit ever.
Oh my god!
Yeah, like you said, there's fucking swords and fucking violence and
Oh
fucking
God, yeah.
they fucking
gruffness.
just took shit over.
Just fucking gluttonous gruffness. Fucking.
Matter of fact, one of the things when people say if you can go back in time, that was my number one thing, to go back into fucking ancient Rome in its heyday to see what that would be like to live in that city, what it was like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know where I'd go. I think I'd like to go to the Wild West.
Yeah. But Rome, I mean,
Rome
that's
is fucking. That's
unbelievable.
crazy. You die. Your life expectancy was 32. Right?
Except for the fucking emperors and all them people, they seem to live a long time. Look at the founding fathers of this country, right? They said, "Oh, everybody died young." Wait a minute, fucking Washington, Franklin, they all lived to be 90s. Jefferson, fucking Quincy
Did they
Adams,
really?
old men, old men.
Well,
They didn't fucking take care of themselves. Although they didn't have no fucking McDonald's and bullshit like that either.
Yeah.
right. Wooden teeth.
Yeah, so I don't get this. And the thing about it too is that obviously yes is the cool answer. So even if you don't think about the Roman Empire, I bet you a lot of people are saying that they are because it's a trending thing.
Now,
Yeah, because it's a trending thing.
I think
now.
to be honest with you, before we talked about talking about this topic, I had no idea about that trend. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you know?
No, I
about
heard
that?
on Fox News the other night.
Yeah, I didn't.
He had a guest on. Jesse Waters had a guest on to talk about this fucking trend. I went, I didn't know about this trend either.
Yep.
And then you brought up the fucking trend. Clearly, it's a trend.
Yeah, fucking 31 million fucking videos on fucking
31 million videos.
Yeah.
I heard it was like 1.2 billion views or something.
Yeah, it's
Jesus, almost as much as us. But
You could tell some people were lying. I remember years ago when people would say to me, for some stupid reason, when you're younger, "Did you see that movie?" I go, yeah. Even if I didn't see it, I said I did. What was it about? I go, I forget right now.
But you're not lying about thinking about Rome.
No. But when he
But
was
as far
interviewing
as-
people on that thing, asking if they think about Rome, some of them were very sheepish, going, "Oh yeah, no, I do." How many times a day? Guy kid goes, I don't know, like 4 times a day.
It's like, yeah, bullshit.
I gotta say, I probably definitely think about it every day.
Do you really?
Do you?
That's because you're a man.
You know
baby.
something? I'd really have to analyze
Yeah.
deep within my soul.
I think about
think back.
like there's certain people and things I think of every day.
I do say, am I not merciful?
Yeah.
Like Russell Crowe
Yeah.
did in fucking Gladiator. Gladiator 2's coming out.
What are
Yeah.
they gonna do?
I know.
Are they gonna fucking butcher another
Is
classic?
Russell Crowe's not. He's
He's
dead.
350.
Yeah, he's dead.
Plus, he's 350
Did he
fucking
die in that?
pounds. Did he die? Yeah, he did, right?
Yeah.
Because he wanted to go be back with the sun in that
Yeah.
fucking wheat field or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
So it's like all new cast.
Yeah.
It has to be, right?
But I like
Is it going to be the same story? I wonder.
No, it's like a fucking
That was
aftermath.
tremendous
whatever.
movie. I've
Yeah.
seen it once.
Have you really?
I gotta see it again.
I've seen it a half dozen times.
Yeah.
I love when he threw the fucking sword at him.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin. He was a good little motherfucker as that emperor,
plays
wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a vicious bastard.
Good in the Joker.
Oh,
You see the Joker?
nobody did. Oh yeah,
fucking-
nobody does fucked up like that kid.
That grim movie.
He's
Dark.
good at
Oh, it
it.
was dark. Wasn't that dark?
I love it. I love it.
Some people are against it because they felt it was
So
picking
too
on
dark.
mental illness.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah, but it's not. It's real life. There's people out there like that.
Look what the fuck's happening now.
I just got back from New York.
Yeah.
Every half a block there's a crazy homeless person screaming. You
Right.
go on a train, they're fucking falling all over you.
You almost need a fucking Joker to go wild
Yeah.
in New York City to clean up the shit.
yeah,
It's
you know,
crazy.
Hey, you know, every now and then you need a fucking Bernie Getz to fucking go in there and fucking clean out
Right.
some of the wretched refuse.
Yeah, I think about that all the time. It's like shit. If I had a gun and someone came up to me, I'd have no problem blowing those
The
punks away.
fucking
Yeah.
equalizer.
I
That's
have
what
no
Bernie
problem.
Getz did.
Yeah.
I mean, what's cooler than that, right?
Yeah, that's ultimate manliness.
I think of Rome every day. And you know what else I think of every day?
Poontang.
Well, that's like 5,000 times a day. But strangling someone to death. I think about strangling someone to
Anybody
death
in
every day.
particular or just
A
anybody?
lot of people. But, you know,
We wake
So
up in a cold sweat going, I want to fucking strangle someone.
if it's someone I hated and I wanted to kill, I'd fucking strangle them to death and have them look at me when they're dying.
As the lights go out,
Oh, yeah.
they're looking right
Get
in your
those thumbs
fucking
right-
eyeballs.
Stick those thumbs right in their end. Yeah.
So, in general, Be A Man, you have visions of death.
Yeah. Is that something wrong with that?
No. I'm sure most head trickers
Don't
would
you?
think nothing of
You
it.
definitely do.
Oh, of course I do.
Yeah. So
I
does
wish,
John.
I wish harm
John's a
on
normal
lots
one
of
here.
people.
How about if a fucking listener goes, he calls the authorities. They go, Be A Man's having ideations of strangling someone. He said it right on the air.
Yeah. Oh my God.
gotta be
We
true.
better cut this out then.
Nah, it's just an ideation.
Yeah.
It's like Mark Furman when he was talking about OJ. He goes, it was for a script. I was just,
I
I
get a lot
don't
of-
really talk that way.
A lot of stuff goes through my mind which I can't talk about.
But what you say is,
Yeah.
like what he said, you go, that's the character in the script. He talks and thinks that way, not me.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, I wrote it, but it's not really me, though. It's a work of fiction.
Yeah.
The people who know me know I've been the Be A Man guy my whole life. I just got popular a couple of years ago. Be A Man. Yeah, it was just, I mean, the uniforms were cool.
Oh,
The feasts were cool.
Oh, yeah.
right.
I mean, it's romanticized, obviously, but
Yeah.
The Roman Legion. The fucking Legion coming at you with them fucking outfits, the spears.
Oh, my God.
That marching feet sound.
Oh, yeah.
the fucking shields,
Right.
fucking perfect formation.
You know, Johnny Sack once said to me, yeah, well, the character Vince, he said a cool way. So when I got written off the show, The Sopranos, he goes, John, we're all part of the Roman Legion. I go, okay, that's supposed to make me feel better.
We all know why you got written off. And
We're all tiles in the same mosaic, John. I go, what the fuck is this? What kind of advice? Yeah, how come? Handsomeness and
course.
My proclivity to fucking pound.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, it was like having a guy like you, you had to be the lead guy if you were going to stay in there.
Stealing all their fucking juice.
Yeah.
I like to think that anyway.
I
think it's true?
I firmly believe that.
Wow.
I believe it when it happened.
Fuckers, huh? What a way to get taken out. It's kind of Roman, huh?
Well,
Yeah.
the guy shitting on a toilet, which was basically, because of the Roman Empire.
It's
Kind of related, so.
right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looking at a dirty magazine. It's funny. When they did that, I instantly thought of Rome. It made me think of fucking Rome. Tiberius McMetus. You know him? I think he was the real founder of Rome.
Really?
So the Romans put Jesus on the cross, didn't they?
They did, those motherfuckers. That part I don't
But that was
like.
before they were Catholic. That's
That
before
they converted, right?
Yeah. Then afterwards, I don't know what
They
century
get all fucked up.
They came around. Probably after they get taken. When would they get taken over?
Oh, bits and pieces. They started getting chipped away at. The Goths, the Visigoths, the fucking Huns, whatever the fuck, right? You know what did them in? Multiculturalism.
Really?
And fucking internal strife. Sound familiar? What's happening here?
No shit. Really? The people that think that the U.S. is going to be swinging dick top dog for the rest of time,
right?
That doesn't make sense. The
U.S. is what, 200-something years old, 300 years old, whatever the fuck it is?
Yeah.
The Roman Empire went for 1,000 fucking years, didn't it?
Yeah, 1,000 years.
Yeah, or whatever. It was a long time. This country's fucked. So for years, I would say to people, and I feel this fucking trend, they stole it from me. Discuss with my friends, I'd go, look at the fucking Roman Empire. Look what happened to them. What do you think's going to happen here? Right? And now all of a sudden, everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, if Russia and China gets together, we're fucked.
Yeah, they're too fucked up.
So we asked the question to the Be A Man Mafia, how often do you think of the Roman Empire? And these are some of the crazy responses that we've got.
Never. Don't even really know what it is. I did not pay attention in school. Kids pay attention in school.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I didn't pay attention either, but I'm Italian, so that was kind of,
Yeah.
And because of this whole thing, of course you saw that they started dropping fucking Roman documentaries on fucking on Netflix and Hulu and all that.
Yeah.
Sprinkle those things everywhere because there's tons of kids out there that are like, no, what is the fucking Roman
well, they're
Empire?
smart. I mean, because it's been like all World War II stuff out there, right?
Yeah. That's number one, man.
Which was cool. Yeah,
Right.
I watched a lot of them. Then I kind of stopped watching.
I've watched every fucking World War II one, and they still repackage, recome
and they're
out.
pretty good. The ones that cost
Fucking
probably
good
$15,000 to make, right?
Why
And
couldn't
they still do a pretty good job, right?
Yeah.
Fucking
How
low
they
budget.
did World War II colorized? Why can't they do the fucking Roman Empire colorized?
No shit.
Yeah, why can't,
Recreations.
why can't someone give us film from what happened is?
Yeah, I want to know what really
Why can't
went
someone
down
go back in time and film them?
on a daily basis. What the fuck it was like there, right?
No shit.
Wipe your ass with a corn cob. Be a man.
They did that.
I know.
And the next guy used the same fucking corn cob.
No.
Yeah. Right up his asshole.
If they didn't die, get a disease, they had the immune system of sewer rats, right? After doing all that
But when
shit.
you really think about it, saying you had an itchy asshole, right? And you had a corn cob, I could see that working very efficiently.
Yeah,
Right?
but has it been dried? Is it
It must
a
be,
wet
it must be
corn
without,
cob?
without the kernels off, because I
Yeah,
would
of
think,
course.
right?
Yeah. It's like a loofah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they had it on a
Scrape it out.
string in the fucking bucket for the next guy.
So is it air dried? So it's fucking almost like a bristle brush?
Yeah, probably.
Or maybe the little chunks of the husks
Yeah.
kind of fucking falling
I
off
mean,
when
let's
you're.
face it, back then they were a half a step above an animal. That the mentality of as far as thinking about disease and all that
Right.
stuff. They
Yeah.
had
they fucking
idea.
let it rip.
Nothing wrong with it. They
Yeah, imagine the guy's a doctor. What the fuck are you a doctor of? You can't do anything.
Yeah, I really cut
Right, what do you
someone's arm
do?
off and cauterize it.
This guy writes way too often. I'm Italian. Specifically, I know Italians. You got to be a Roman.
Yeah.
See, I'm Italian. I'm not Roman. It's not my fucking bloodline necessarily.
No, I know. We really don't know. It's
You don't know, man.
back then. It was more mixed back then.
Right.
Right now it's more defined.
Wouldn't it be cool to say I'm a fucking actual Roman?
Yeah.
Descended from
Wonder what a
Gaius
I mean-
Julius Caesar himself.
So I wonder what, like, if they took a DNA test, one of those forever whatever tests, right? What would the DNA show up as percentages from someone over there?
I mean, that place
Maybe
was
10% from Northern Africa,
you know
right?
it, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Wasn't far away.
No.
It's across the fucking
And
water.
then you got north of there from the invasions from the
Right.
Moors and shit, right?
That's why the
I mean,
northern Italians are lighter.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some
And the
have blue
Germans
eyes.
and all that. Those
Yeah.
fucking Germans, man. They
Austria.
like to get around, huh?
Austria.
Troublemaking
That's
pricks.
where Hitler's from, Austria.
Yeah.
People don't realize that.
Fucking Schickel group, but
he's
they
not even
called him
from-
on the Three
He's not even
Stooges.
from Germany. He's from Austria.
Yeah, fucking asshole. He wasn't even blonde and blue-eyed like he wanted everybody else to be.
Fucking madman.
Fucking hypocrite.
This other guy's like, I've thought about it enough.
That's a good answer.
This other guy's sick of it all. He says, never. Fuck that trend.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to me why it trended. But at least it's like kind of like a
Yeah,
positive
it's-
thing that it's like it's all obviously these kids fucking they don't pay attention in school. They don't even teach that shit anymore from what I gather.
Right.
So the fact that like the people are kind of fucking learning about it and it's kind of like, you know, knowing history, it's a good thing.
Yeah, well, see, it's a whole social media phenomenon. Some girl asked her boyfriend that, or husband or whatever, and got a reaction, and it just fucking took off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just went crazy. So every
Yeah.
girl does it now to be cool.
Absolutely.
right.
And instead of looking at ass fucking things on Instagram all day or TikTok, you can get a fucking education about Rome here.
See, my girlfriend never asked me. She doesn't speak English.
You think it's better off that way?
Yes.
Do you speak
Not
different
a lot
languages?
to argue about.
We speak different languages together. So when you go on a drive, right, is it total silence for 7 hours?
Yeah, we just we get the Google Translate.
Do you? Do you gotta go like this? You want to stop?
No, she's
Eat,
not. I've
eat,
had
eat food.
I've had ones before where
Like
it's
that?
like you couldn't even, it's like driving and she's sticking the phone in my face. She say something, stick the phone in my
Oh
face.
my god!
I'm like, is the fucking blowjob really worth going through this?
Did you ever drive in one of them situations? You goes, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing?
Especially if well, unfortunately, I mean, I hate to even say that, especially if I just blew my load. I was like, oh god, let me
Tell
out
me
here.
tell the truth. Did you ever leave anybody at a rest stop?
Not me.
No, I don't think I've ever done
Of
it.
course I have. Not a rest stop, but I've taken off on broads before.
The fucking truck
Well,
stop.
I got a couple buddies have done that to dogs, like just let them wanted to drive in and
But you've done that to people?
yeah.
To broads? Like,
Yeah.
okay, fuck you, piss off,
Yeah.
and just drove
So-
away.
Yeah, if you got some fucking drunk brother that whacks you or something, it starts going crazy.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and fucking, get the
Yeah.
fuck away from me.
piss off, take a cab.
Yeah.
But like saying someone you just get like sick of, you're dating or you're driving like that with that girl there, and you look over at her, you realize you hate her fucking guts, and you just can't bear to drive another 5 hours with her.
Yeah.
Would you think of actually just leaving her there
Yeah, you would obviously because you brought it up.
and just say if you ever catch up with her in the future, go, I don't know what happened. I was looking for you.
Yeah,
I don't know where the fuck you
checked
went.
myself into a mental institution afterwards. I wasn't right back then. I'm sorry.
Well, I told you once before, I fucking left abroad in the fucking middle of the activities. The stench was so unbelievable,
Oh, yeah.
right?
You just got up and left.
I know what I said. I go, they're fucking towing. I'm in front of a hydrant. Let me move. I'll be right back.
I know.
I fucking fled into the night.
Yeah, well, you know what the smell is.
Stale loads. Stale loads.
It's my theory.
Them fucking Romans must have stunk up a lot of still loads.
Oh yeah, I think about that too. But then their immune system.
Right.
I mean, a lot of them's just immune to getting the disease.
That's true.
Too, they just like getting a corn cob up the ass. It's like all the hygiene wasn't good and
No.
all the germs from each other. But their immune system built up tolerance over the years.
Yeah. You see them Roman baths, those fucking baths they used to go to?
Yeah.
The way
yeah.
they heated them under the ground. You see that whole system?
Yeah.
There's fucking like a whole thing going on down there.
An aqueduct.
Like
The
the fucking
aqueducts.
Titanic in the engine room. What the
They
fuck?
fucking
All
get
this-
the aqueduct raceway out
Right.
there.
All this is happening underneath this fucking thing, right?
It's a fucking aqueduct.
You sound like Al Pacino.
They had the slaves down there
Solidarity.
fucking throwing shit in the fire to heat the water. Like the way they used to pump coal into the fucking steam engines. I still don't like the way they took out fucking Caesar in the Senate with knives.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They
It's like they're
stabbed
all
the-
in on it. Fucking.
Oh,
fucking-
terrible.
Like I heard a fucking
What a way to go, man. Fucking 20 guys coming at you with a fucking knife.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was like a prison shanking, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just a gauntlet of.
Why? Just because he wanted to be dictator for life? Big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Things were pretty good under him.
Yeah. That's why you got to rule an iron fist. Like one guy wrote here, it's near the page, but he goes, kill people without fucking mercy. And that's how everybody stayed in line.
Be a man.
Once you become lenient,
Oh, yeah.
you know what happens.
You're going to make an example. Someone gets out of line, you make an example out of him.
That's
Everyone
right.
sees that.
Yeah.
So,
You know?
are you going to try this after what you just witnessed?
No,
no,
I don't
thanks.
think so.
Hail, guileless, be anonymous.
Hotline.
Be a Man Hotline.
Yes, 24/7.
Leave a voicemail or send us a text.
Hotline.
Call anytime.
617-329-9505.
Call 24/7 with your sick fucking stories. We love it.
Be a Man Hotline this week. Our first call is from a guy. This is a great story about Viagra.
I used to nurse a blackout. That's how I used to fucking drink. And, so I finally make a date with this girl. And I'm like, my one buddy warned me about it. John's like, hey man, you fucking drink until you get whiskey dick, and, you fuck it up. He's like, you need to take, like, some of my dad's Viagra before you go on this date, because you're going to get blackout drunk like you always do, and then you're not going to be able to fuck this chick that you've been trying to fuck forever now. So anyway, I popped two Viagras when I'm about 25 years old. I proceeded to go on this date, and I'm going to tell you this right now. So the night progressed to where I wanted it, and we're in the bedroom and whatnot. And I remember saying, oh, I got to take a piss real quick. I'll be right back. I had a hard-on that was so rock hard, I couldn't piss. I'm sitting on, I sat down on the toilet, and I'm sitting there, just like, all right, this ain't fucking gonna happen. So I went and stood in the shower naked. No shower on, just standing there, trying to pee. Just like fucking nothing. I couldn't fucking pee. So anyway, about 10-15 minutes goes by, and the girl comes out. She's like, hey, what's going on in there? I was like, I can't piss. She's like, well, what's the problem? I was like, my dick's too hard to piss. So anyway, I wound up banging her like 4 times. Couldn't make the hard-on go down. I really fucking had to piss at this point. Wound up going to the hospital, got the catheter put in. Just about filled a full bag of fucking, when I got the catheter in. And, explaining that to the fucking doctors or something else.
I was at 3 hours and 40 minutes before I fucking went. Finally, the fucking sale went down.
You ever use that?
Viagra?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking heavily.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. I did a lot of fucking damage with it, too.
Really?
Worked like a fucking charm.
I know a lot of guys that take Cialis often, and situationally too.
Is that the same as the other?
Yeah, it's the same, but
same idea, a little different.
But they'll take situational Cialis, which I never would do. Like if they're going on a date with someone, they'll take it just in case.
Oh yeah.
But don't you end up with a fucking boner the whole night?
That's a daily doser. That's one you could take every day.
Oh, okay.
Now they're even saying you can break off a little Viagra and take a little piece every day.
Isn't that Cialis good for you and some other things?
Yeah, so
right?
they're using it. Athletes are using it because it opens up like your vessels and stuff.
Yeah.
You could take a low dose. So saying it builds up in your system, that your meat swing is like halfway there. So saying you get a broad, then it's going to go quicker.
Right.
So it does help. I recommend it.
This is a question from Dallas.
Hey guys, big fan. I don't know if you will put this up or not. It's a little controversial, but I need advice, and you guys are some of the few people I trust. I grow cannabis, 30,000 plants. They want me to wear a COVID mask at work. I don't get sick very often. I worked in corrections prior to growing weed and worked in quarantine unit of 50, 60 infected inmates. I never wore a mask, don't have my shot, and never got sick. I don't feel I need one. I love my job, but feel very passionate about this issue. Do I suck it up and wear it if it comes down to it, or do I stick to my guns and what I believe in? Thank you guys, you make my week enjoyable.
Stick to your guns and get fired and collect. Be a man.
Yeah. It's a quandary, isn't it? A quandary. He finds
Well,
himself
didn't
in.
in Massachusetts they reinstated all the stages?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, he's probably a middle-aged guy, young, you know. I would say tell them to go fuck themselves and quit. Fuck that.
Yeah.
You're going to live like that your whole fucking life?
Well, let them fire you. That way you can, if you quit, you can't collect.
Right.
Until he finds something
Wear a
else.
fucking mask. They shit-can Navy SEALs. Nobody's joining the fucking army. They were dumping soldiers because they won't wear a mask.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right? The healthiest people in the world. The
Well,
fucking, you don't wear a mask out.
It's coming back, COVID, but
Right.
everybody's fine. Not fine, but it's like nothing like it was.
I don't feel like me. I don't give a fuck about it
You had it
anymore.
what, twice?
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it twice too.
And
Fucking
four times, yeah.
It's fucking crazy that fucking people are losing their jobs or they can't get jobs because of the jabby poo and because of the masky poo still.
Yeah,
I mean, if it's in full swinging dick, whatever.
Yeah,
But,
it's not
I
like
mean,
it was.
yeah.
During the end of the first one, I went into a gas station and you're supposed to have a mask on. They didn't have this guy in line said put a mask on. Told him to go fuck himself, and the guy who's behind you got to leave if you don't put a mask on. I'm like, fuck you too. I'm calling the cops. I'm gonna call him. I told the guy who's gonna. The other guy told him to put a mask on. I'm all, come outside and tell me to put a fucking mask on. So I'm a fucking idiot.
You know, it just made me think of, you know, those videos on Instagram where the guy goes in stores and farts.
Oh yeah.
How about if we do? You go in with a mask and you start coughing and you hawk up a big green clam into the mask in an aisle while you're hacking.
Yeah,
That would be a cool fucking
have like a big
meme.
hunk of fucking
You go,
celery or something. You fucking
Sorry,
chew.
it's not COVID. It's not COVID. Don't worry.
Over like a queef in church.
Queef. I like that word, queef.
Love it.
It's a nice little word, queef.
Yeah,
It is.
It's
It sounds
very
nice.
appropriate.
It is.
Be a man. Well, the Romans are number one. Think all the stuff they formed,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The government, the fucking corn cob up your ass. The whole sewerage system and everything. I mean, it's just it's amazing.
Look at the fucking Cosa Nostra. Modeled
yeah, it's
after
a whole
Rome. The
nother-
capo regimes.
Yeah.
All that's
Yeah.
modeled after Rome.
Yeah.
Rome is great.
Yeah, I'm not privy to the trend. I saw it because I knew we mentioned we are going to do something about it. And I think a lot of it is like, everyone that wants to get in the act now. All the girls are doing it.
Yeah.
Honey, how often do you think of the Roman Empire? And
Yeah.
whatever he says, they start laughing.
Right. Because you cannot be a real man if you don't think of the Roman fucking Empire.
Yeah.
Then you're a pussy. Let's face it. Right? I became aware of the trend.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it's because we discussed earlier, society's crumbling and there's fucking parallels to be made here, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
What's
there-
happening?
There is a lot of pussies out there.
Yeah. Plus Gladiator's on all the time, too.
Oh, yeah.
I hope you enjoyed
Be a man.
Serious.